Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 6 of our slow and immersive playthrough of Victoria 3 as Cuba, where we will fight for our independence with the Spanish Empire and then steer our nation to a progressive socialist society, building a socialist utopia in a tropical paradise. And what could be better than that? Let's go ahead and unpause. We made it to January 1853 so far. We have industrialized by building up our resource base, construction sectors to two, along with kind of a little bit of every type of manufacturing to provide for our domestic market. And we have most recently invented the railways and built up steel mills, motor industries, and the first level of railways, which are currently being employed, run by the government at the moment. Steel and motor industries are in the process of being employed. We are also in the process of building up our navy as rapidly as we can in order to be able to take on the Spanish Empire, or Spain, but we'll call them the Spanish Empire. And yeah, actually win. We'll see. Maybe we try to increase our autonomy. Maybe we try to win independence outright. It is beneficial for us to remain part of the Spanish market because we do gain some migration from it. And we do also benefit from being part of the bigger market. But independence is worth, can you really put a price on it, to be really honest? But it's definitely worth more to us. So to that end, we are building up our navy at the moment as rapidly as we can. We have researched also the power of the purse to increase the rate at which we train up our ships. Therefore, the only thing stopping us, or that lies in between us and a massive navy, is the power of our budget. And we'll see how far we can stretch it. We're going to build our own military shipyards to benefit, well, first of all, reduce the cost of man of wars and therefore reduce the price of upkeep of our navy. To provide, secondly, provide a profitable industry, right? And thirdly, to make sure we have domestic supply of military ships to maintain our fleet during our bid for independence and consequent war with Spain. We don't want to rely on the Spanish markets, man of wars for that. We are building up naval bases. We have 5 and 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's build 5 more frigates. Now, let's have a think. Do we necessarily need another level of tooling workshops? We kind of do. I would hope, and actually, no, yeah, I was going to say, I would hope our private sector builds some of these, and it seems like they finally realized the opportunity there, and are in the process of doing so. Now, our budget surplus does very well whenever there is... Oh, we're actually building 2 levels. Wow, one on top of the other. So that's good. Oh, let's go ahead and slow down for a second. Nitroglycerin has been unlocked. This was the technique of producing reliable explosives out of nitrates. This often meant using fertilizers as base material. 25% resource discovery chance. Okay. It's good. We're not going to use that. Nitroglycerin, unfortunately, unlike dynamite, causes a lot of mortality, which we don't really want or need. So we could use it here, but we don't need to. We still have enough labor, so we don't need to switch any of the production methods. What we really need is to build up our industry to utilize these peasants that we have. And we will try to do that. Now, I don't want to do it through building up the construction sectors. Bureaucracy. We will need another level of government administration soon, so that will take away another 1,000 from our budget. We'd much rather spend on the navy. We have 10 ships, cost us 2,000. We need about 30 ships. So that's another... The man of wars are cheap right now. Yeah, so we need another 4,000. We can afford it, yeah. We should be able to afford a 30 size navy. And we're going to prioritize that and just build. Yeah, more naval bases. Military. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Build and train. Also help to well, we're already comfortably above, I guess, the minimum threshold for minor power. So it's good. Yeah, but we'll rely on our private sector for now to build up our industry while we build up our navy. Budget surplus is positive. Loyalists, population is growing at a good clip. Average standard of living is very much decent. GDP should be growing. Everything is great. Now let's go to diplomacy and just try to again improve relations. So let's go Prussia, Venezuela. Last two countries we can actually improve relations with. So that's good. We can check up on our trade center, which is now levels 8. Wow. Oh, okay. We're gonna remove the logging camps. Let's double check. Is there nothing we can export? There you go. Yeah, let's go with the Prussian market, sugar, and Austrian market. Let's see if we find anything better. What about liquor? There we go. That's 83. Fine. Venetian market. I will still go for it. Luxury clothes. Okay, there's plenty of... yeah, plenty of opportunities, but you see how... one of the reasons we want independence is we want our convoys for ourselves, not to just lose them to Spain. Now we can also export liquor to the Moroccan market. Luxury furniture, not really. Meat, small arms, no steel. Sugar, let's see how that develops. Trade center. Let's try to grow that. Yeah, no wonder the power of petite bourgeoisie has declined. It's mainly because we lost some of that trade. So we do have one more trade route available. Let's just see how many convoys we have available. And another thing we can look at, another reason for independence. So currently diplomatic pacts, i.e. being a puppet of Spain, is costing us 5.6 thousand in tax revenue. I'll let you think about that. How much government administration or navy or construction we could afford, right, if we didn't have to pay that. Okay, shortage of steel. Well, just hire more people. Iron is expensive. I'm okay with that. I should give the incentive to our private sector. Nationalism unlocked. Who am I? It is a key question that runs to the heart of the identity of a person. In times past, people have said they are from a province, a town, or even a family as an expression of that identity. And new ideas have developed that transcends those notions and instead see identity as something that is shared amongst the nation. What is more, the nation should be united into a single country. 10% authority. Indeed, and we should throw off the yoke of the Spaniards. At the very least, we need to increase our autonomy. That's what we really need. Which good. We are building up our navy. Yeah, budget surplus is there, working in our favor. GDP is surging. Everything is great. We have 8 frigates, 7 man-of-wars online. All sorts of bonuses activated. Oh, the industrialists have declined in clout considerably. Interesting. Okay, let's have a look at our... Okay, wait, these trade routes have removed themselves. We're importing fertilizer. Hang on a second. So again, we have lost trade. So 18 to the Moroccan market at 0. Oh, this is probably a good idea. Although this one is much more productive. Constantinian market. Let's go ahead and do this one. Luxury clothes. Ooh, this is a good one. 38 productivity to China. That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see how this develops. Yeah, unfortunately, trade, you need, it's pretty kind of manual. You need to constantly keep an eye out for it and constantly adjust and readjust it. You can see the clout, industrialists and petite bourgeoisie going up as more shopkeepers get employed. We do have a shortage. We almost have a shortage of iron, is that right? Well, could we? Yeah, okay, our private sector is taking care of that. That's good. Alliance. We could switch these to coal, get our industrialists to 20%. I mean, it would be nice to get that bonus. The production tech, but I mean, what would be nice, intelligentsia, if you could just notch up to 2 levels, give that 10% bonus. Conquer state in Senegal. Newly formed parties. Oh, free trade party, yeah. So as I have mentioned before, right, let's just take apart what actually happened here. So industrialists have left the Liberal Party, left intelligentsia on their own, and moved to create a free trade party. Very interesting. Where are they? So free trade affiliation +9 to free trade party, +3 to Liberal Party, -1 to conservative. Why do they have such high affiliation to free trade party? Well, support for private schools, support for oligarchy or wealth voting, support for free trade law. Has laissez-faire ideology or leader has the market liberal ideology. Whereas current party affiliation, yeah, intelligence has strong affiliation to the Liberal Party. Liberal or laissez-faire ideology, legal guardianship law, exclusionary citizenship laws, state religion laws, slavery laws. Yeah, so once we start to pass these, then they will kind of see that, okay, there's no point in being a liberal party anymore if the society is already liberal, right? Intelligentsia will drift to maybe to a free trade party, I'd probably think. Could actually drift to social democrats as well, given, you know, but that's as long as we achieve, more liberal laws and remove that reason for them to be part of the Liberal Party. I think this is a bit unfortunate for us because together they would have gotten far more votes. Although, you know, with the landed voting, we do get +1 government size allowance, so we could include both of them, you know, if they theoretically did have great support in terms of votes. However, that is not the case, and currently Conservative Party does hold 89% of the votes. Now let's, in terms of our military, let's keep building up. We're building, I did leave it as building nothing for a while, just so we could build up our gold reserves. Fruitful endorsements. In a gesture of solidarity with the Liberal Party, José Loredo has encouraged his supporters to vote for it in the ongoing election. He has our thanks, certainly. 20%, 50% interest group attraction. Now, let's do 50% group attraction because the more pops we have, the more chance of loyalists in it, the more chance of increasing the trait, the approval, and therefore activating the trait. Campaign financing. Parties, particularly the Conservative Party, are struggling to raise enough funds for all their campaigning needs this election. Well, some money can be spared for the Conservative Party. 10% momentum for 250 government expenses for 2 years. No, thank you. Every party can be provided with basic funding this election cycle. 500 government expenses, +1 opposition interest group approval. It's still not enough to activate anything. Or if a party can't afford a campaign, should it be campaigning? Good point. Again, avoids government expenses and reduces the momentum of the Conservative Party, although not that that's gonna really phase them. Right? It's, they're still at 88%. Yeah, we need to kind of plot as to how exactly can we do this. Slavery banned. Ooh, wait, do we have? a movement, or why do we have... Hang on. Why has this become available? Petit bourgeoisie supports it. Is that... There we go. Abolitionist. Yeah, we got an abolitionist leader in the petit bourgeoisie, luckily. I would say yes. Let's just go for it. If there is... We're going to radicalize them to -20. So... high chance for a revolution. But we only have 5 battalions, right? So we should be able to win that, right? And there's, I mean, we do have, well, 20% support, but yeah, only 13% to actually pass it, unfortunately. Let's maybe finish this election, and then we'll see. We'll see where we're at. Okay, we keep staying. Yeah, okay. Growing our GDP, we're also putting more and more strain, you see. So we are in surplus, but then as we train out more ships, we only start paying, importantly, for these ships. Oh, wait, -6,000. Jeez. Not really sure we can even afford this. We should be able to. We have another 2,600 leeway. And I mean, whether we can or cannot afford, we have to afford it. We need to do everything to be able to afford it, because we need to... Oh, they're already at almost 40 flotillas. Now, we do have more capital ships than them, so we have 440 naval power projection, as opposed to theirs of 600. So we're 2/3 of the way there, with a better commander as well. We just need to push for it, you know. There we go. Okay, election results are in. Conservative Party 88%, Liberal Party 9%, Free Trade 2%. Okay, now laws, slave trade, who else supports this? So it's Petit Bourgeoisie, Intelligentsia. So, could we reform, include Intelligentsia in here? No, we cannot, unsurprisingly. It'd be good if someone started a movement, guys. Yeah, we kind of need to wait, I think, for someone to start a movement towards banning slave trade, and then we go for it. Which should really be Intelligentsia. Because with 13%, that's not a lot at all. Right, and where landowners in power and they oppose it, they will sabotage it. More ships being trained, excellent. Do we need another man of wars, another military shipyard? It's barely profitable as it is, to be honest. I think better if we keep this profitable. Yeah. We should, yeah, that one building should be able to support our entire navy. Steel mills still aren't fully employed, but that's because motor industries are fully employed. So they require 30 steel. Steel is cheap, that's good. Infrastructure, we still have now plenty of. Transportation is a little bit expensive. I mean, we could use more wood. Yeah, we could do that. Just reduce the price of transportation. Although, having said that, do we really want that to reduce that? Because we actually benefit now from railways being profitable, because we own them as the government. So we actually want to be careful about that. But let's go ahead and reduce the price of transportation for everyone, just for now. It's money for now for our pops. Yeah, we actually probably would have benefited more from having that revenue in the bank, but it's okay. There wasn't a huge amount of revenue anyway. Let's go ahead and speed through. So we're 20 years into the game now. We're doing well. We're at 3.3 million GDP from 800,000, so we're almost quadrupled our GDP. Literacy is up by more than 50. No, sorry, we started 25%, so yeah, so not that much. 7%, so what, a third. standard of living is now average 11.9 as opposed to 8.2 when we started. Population has almost doubled. We started at 8. No, we had 900. Okay, not almost doubled. I'm lying a little bit, but up 50% for sure, even 75%. Okay, I'm building up a lot of radicals, but that's because this thing just keeps bugging us. I mean, why don't you go for banning slave trade instead? Census suffrage. Well, at least here we do have the movement. I mean, we could, yeah, I mean, maybe before we ban slave trade, what if we do census suffrage? Well, that kind of means like we'll never get to universal suffrage later, because there will be so many supporting this. But if we move to census suffrage, that is at least 15 wealth threshold for voting. If we get, yeah, the thing is, if we get census suffrage, we'll never get to universal suffrage, and if we never get to universal suffrage, we'll never activate the lower strata of voting, and that means trade unions will never really get the support we need to put social democrats anywhere near power. So we just kind of need to, but if at the same time, if we stick with landed voting, we never, well, yeah, it's hard to get rid of landowners then. Slavery banned. Okay, we need petite bourgeoisie right now. We need to grow our economy, get petite bourgeoisie more powerful by increasing the number of buildings that are owned by shopkeepers, and also increasing the profitability of those buildings. That's what we really need. We're running pretty low on bureaucracy, so we are going to need another government administration. That's another £1,000 strain on our budget. The gamble. Ramon Maceo, leader of the landowners, has been openly preaching about the benefits that a mysterious and secret political gamble can bring to our government. When asked for details, he smiles coyly, refusing to elaborate. Ramon Maceo has always had a taste for adventure and suspiciously tall hats. Okay, that doesn't really matter. How bad can it be? Ramon Maceo with an utterly ludicrous idea. Yeah. What any gambles from you and census intelligentsia, all they're doing is like contributing radicals. 17.6 thousand from decreases in standard of living and 4,000 from political movement demands. Yeah, I do want to just take a shot at reducing and banning slave trade. I do. But we can't really afford. We can't afford to have a revolution right now. We also can't afford is, well, we're going to need to just raise our taxes, fortunately, to be able to maintain this navy. We really need to build up our navy. We can't afford any internal discord right now, because we need we needed to get ready for our confrontation with Spain. And we need another admiral, since this guy can only control up to 20 ships. Okay, we have a landowner persistent, 20% character health as commander, minus 50% morale loss, naval commander, offense and defense, coordinated interception, and this. Oof. Yeah, I mean, we don't want to give more power to landowners. No, we do not. We do need good naval commanders, though. But, so let's hire this guy, unfortunately, as well. There's some benefit from the landowners. Now, first Cuban fleet. Edit. Can we get a proper icon for it? Right. Let's give it an anchor icon. What are our national colors? Yellow, I think. Right. There we are. Earth Cuban fleet, yeah. I mean, we should be... What is our... We're already at 530 naval power projection, whereas... Oh my god, they keep building up. That is bad. They're at 700. Now, we do have good commanders, right? And in any case, we're limited to 40. Central banking unlocked. Excellent. Harnessing and centralizing the banks brings an immense amount of power into the hands of the government. Okay. That's excellent. So as long as we build up our gold reserves, we build up our navy, and as soon as we have a big enough navy, we launch our bid for independence. As soon as it's straight up, and then we have to, because we can't sustain this expenditure for a long time. We just can't. Military shipyards are getting pretty pricey. Let's build a second one then. Though, thing is, if we build a second one, this building will always be unprofitable. It will just kind of be this drag on our economy. At the same time, oh god, we're missing bureaucracy now as well. That's going to be extra strain. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me, no good choices here right now. Okay, 2 more naval bases, we'll have 30 ships. 30 ships, that will be what, 600 naval power projection we have. I feel like we're just gonna have to go with it. Right, they're mostly light ships. They only have 4 capital ships. I feel like it's gonna have to be enough. And then question is, yeah, I think we go for independence, really. Interactions, independence, rather than increase autonomy. Because once we become independent, we gain all of our convoys, and we gain lots of, we get 7,000 in diplomatic pact income that we're losing now. Which will propel, again, yeah, that will really propel our nation forward. We will want to actually rejoin the Spanish market, because we don't mind being part of that for the pop growth, really. Although we'll see. Maybe there's something else we can join. But we really want someone who is... We need Hispanophones. I mean... What are Mexicans? Hispanophone and European heritage. So... Could join the Mexican market. No, but that's 7 million GDP. Yeah, we do want to be part of the Spanish market. We just don't want to be their puppet. That's all. Now. Okay, we could gamble. We do have the coordinated. I mean, we have great commanders right now. I mean, look at this guy. He's a naval commander. 10% offense. Plus the coordinated interception. That's another 20% navy offense. Right. It's about as good as we can make it. We also have Admiral Felipe de Ortega. Again, also a naval commander. Convoy raider. Tactful. Whereas who do they have in charge of their navy? Can we see? Ricardo Fitz. Wait, hang on. Real Armada Española. This guy, experienced naval commander though. Ooh, experienced naval commander. Rough. This guy, dockyard organizer. Oh. Not great. Okay, they do also have, so we cannot gamble. Oh, 43 ships, 738 naval power projection. Okay, we're close, But I mean, we're out of money. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't read it, but rifling, sorry, because it's not particularly important for us, but what was it? Rifling, here we are. Rifling is a discovery that by etching spiral grooves into the barrel of a gun, it is possible to impart spin on the projectile, thus increasing accuracy. Unlocks rifles, so just better production method for the arms industry. Now we don't necessarily need more. Let's say, hang on, is it better to just go with egalitarianism and labor movement first? Because do we really need the water tube boiler right now? Do we need condensing engine pump? No, we can just build more of these buildings and employ our peasants. We don't need water tube boilers either. So I'm actually going to go ahead and switch to egalitarianism to unlock universal suffrage earlier, and then we go labor movement, and then we'll reconsider the production research, because we really want the Social Democratic Party and we want the universal suffrage, so maybe these guys can actually start a movement towards the universal suffrage. Now, okay, let's go ahead and speed this up. Okay, we're building a government administration. Oof, we have to start a war, to be honest. I mean, okay, yeah, actually we're gonna have to lay a tax on tobacco. Yes, it will hit the lower strata. That is unfortunate. We're gonna have to. We need the gold reserves, and we need to afford a bigger navy. It just needs to happen. 15 and 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is all we can afford. We're just going to need to power through it and launch our bid for independence. Right, let's get this bureaucracy going. I mean, that's about all we can afford, literally. We're maxed out. Once we start building, as long as our private sector continues to build things, we will be in surplus as well. That's going to be some time away. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can actually... Oh, there we go. Okay, coffee is no longer profitable. Okay, we have space for 2 trade routes. Again, liquor, that should be... We're doing much better with that, to be honest. Tunisian market, luxury clothes, groceries is something we produce, furniture, fruit. What's our sugar at least? Yeah, come on, sugar. There you go, 33 sugar to the French market. I'm doing this now. Okay, let's go. I'll just speed forward, get this government administration going, gain our independence, and then we'll work on patching things up with Spain, rejoining their customs union. Bessemer process unlocked. The Bessemer process is a technique for the mass production of steel from pig iron. Okay, just better production method for steel. Paper is expensive. Ooh. In the Spanish market. Could switch to sulfite pulping, but then we would make ourselves reliant on sulfur again. And the private sector seems to be seizing on that opportunity. Excellent. More bureaucracy. That's fixed. Excellent. Have a look. Okay, infrastructure, we're okay. Taxation capacity, we're okay on. Population growth is booming. Okay, more navy. Okay, let's go. Yeah, we're building naval bases, immediately training them up as fast as we really can. Yeah, we need to... Yeah, we're at 700. They're at 43, 750. Okay, as long as we're at 750, we should hopefully be able to win this. Let's keep going. Yeah, 713. Yeah, once we get that, I mean, 40 ships is the maximum we can have, so not much. Oh, sorry, there's an event. Music to my ears. A well-acclaimed troupe of wandering artists has arrived at Cuba, followed by hundreds of requests about our generous government funding one of their concerts. Oh, fund them. 10% prestige. No, they sound not so great. So we do not have the money. We can afford to lose the prestige because we're now well above the minimum cap for minor power, so that's good. Expensive military goods. Yeah, man of wars are a bit expensive. Paper is a bit expensive. Paper, we're building up. Man of wars, 37%. Fine, let's build 2 of these, I guess. Yeah, let's build the navy first, and then we'll build the second military shipyard. Yeah, but we need the navy. we're at 750. So let's pause. Let's think, can we initiate the diplomatic play? Yeah, we're at equal navies. I mean, by the time we get to it, yeah, let's give it a bit more time. Give it a bit more time because we have quite a few of these queued up. Now we need to keep this like as efficient as possible. And let them in as soon as we build up and we start like incurring the full expense. Companies, okay, corporate charters unlocked. Companies whose assets and incomes are separate from that of their owners and investors, thereby mitigating personal risks while encouraging entrepreneurship. +1 max number of companies. What can we actually build? Oh, Cuban plantations. Not prosperous enough. And it gives us 10 colony growth speed, which is useless for us. The ones I really like here would be not... yeah, it's not bad. The forestry one is good. That gives infrastructure. Why can't we establish this one? Oh, we need logging at 10. Okay, we need 2 more logging camps. Yeah, not really all that expensive. Let's see, maybe that will come with time. Fine, not a priority right now. Let's focus on our independence. GDPs, everything is set up. I mean, it's now or never. But at the same time, if we lose a bid for independence, it's gonna be really bad. So make sure, yeah. We got this going. Naval base, there you go, 9 weeks. So another 30 weeks. Spain is the 45. Okay, 770. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we are already above them. Let's go ahead. Okay, we are at -2,000. So we're chewing through our reserves like there is no tomorrow. That is not good. Where's our military? Okay. I think, to be honest, let's go ahead and pause and rethink this. So we need 2 more. It's going to be 10 weeks. Yeah, okay, let's build maybe 1 more. And then we'll build the last one while we're doing the diplomatic play. Philippe is our new governor. Oh, sorry, actually, kind of right. The time of Ramon Maciel as a ruler has ended. Oh, he just died because we're still having the elections. Okay, he was a slaver, which was a good thing. Felipe de Ortega, landowner. Oh, this is our. Oh, has he? Oh no, he stopped being the naval commander. Oh, Admiral landowners, psychological affliction. He's at least a naval commander. He's persistent. -15% morale loss. Okay, do we have a better... Pause. We have a dockyard organizer, -25% supply consumption, and meticulous as a commander. 5% offense, defense, surprise maneuver. I think that only applies to land-based warfare, I think. But he does have -25% supply consumption. That will alleviate some of that pressure. So let's get him in here. Yeah. Hopefully. It should reduce. Okay. Fine. And this guy, he's a jingoist at least. Does mass conscription as opposed to a slaver. But regardless, they're pro-slavery anyway, so it doesn't really change much for us. Landowners opposes. Rural folk? Really? Rural folk now opposes too? Oh, this guy. Man, where did you come from? Oh man. Strongly endorsed slave trade. Kingdom of France has announced intention to expand towards its natural border spanning from the Atlantic to the Rhine. Now, if Spain was involved in a war, diplomatic play in Indonesia. Well, yeah, but they're not really involved there. They have a rivalry with Great Britain. Diplomatic demands improve relations with France. Yeah, maybe someone will help us now. So far Okay, last naval base under construction. That should complete in time. We're 750. Wait, hang on a second. Okay, our organization needs to build up because we spent some time with just having the one guy. Right. We're regaining that, so yeah, we will regain some of that. Okay, the voice of the nation. A group of respectable musical composers teaching at the Arts Academy in Cuba have approached us. They have drawn attention to the alarming lack of a proper national anthem fit to invigorate our people's spirits. Now that's a cool anthem. Okay. Okay, we're gonna need to wait for this organization to recover, unfortunately. Not really our fault, I'd say. It's because this guy left to the government. Wait, hang on a minute. Oh, interesting. This is very interesting. So wait, okay, elections in 99 days. This is very interesting, guys. So we'll wait for our navy to build up and recover before we launch. A very interesting development, though. Petit bourgeoisie have... not sure how this actually happened. So they've joined the Liberal Party, but that means they're now the leader of the Liberal Party. So intelligentsia lost the mantle of leadership, but they do want to join the government. So that is good. They are abolitionist. Okay. Rural folk. Jesus. Okay, well, so if we get intelligentsia in, well, I guess they've now fallen to 11% cloud. So, I mean, together it will be the same thing. We'll have 15% of people in favor of interest group cloud in favor of slave trade. Now, okay, we're building another military shipyard since this one is a little pricey. Oh, is that really going to improve things for us? I mean, they're barely profitable, to be really honest, actually. I'm just going to pause all of this. Let's have a look at our private sector. Hopefully it has a big enough queue, yeah, to fix our deficit. Our military, okay, 76% organization, 840. We will recover some organization while we're doing the diplomatic play. They are bankrolling what died. They have damage relations with Heavenly Kingdom. They're improving. They have a rivalry with Great Britain. Trade agreement with Mexico. What if Mexico intervenes? Ooh, they have 830 fleet. That's not good. Well, I mean, it's now or never. I mean, we have 40 ships. That is the maximum naval base. You know, if we wait any longer, it will be even harder for us to compete at higher technology levels. So yeah, guys, it's now or never, really. We don't have the money to support this navy either. So we're gonna have to fight for our independence with everything we've got. And yeah, we'll just have to fight with everything we have. We could go for increased autonomy, but we might as well go for independence. We'll then patch up relations with Spain and maybe join the customs union with them. But for a time, we're gonna have to take some pain. Yeah, I feel like Mexico is very likely to actually join on their side now. What do we have? I mean, we got nothing. We got no friends. Could the United States of America join against Mexico if Mexico joins? Yeah, rivalry with the United States. Hey guys, I mean, gotta just throw the dice here. I mean, that's all we're gonna be able to muster, right? This will increase. We'll have to defeat them at sea. We got the commanders. Hey, it's not a given. What we're gonna have to do is just force it. All right, let's see. Let's see. Now we are going to be cut off. Cut off from the market very soon. We got independence is our primary demand. Yeah. Annex subject North Indian act slavery, banned political movement. Yes, yes. Well, we will do that. Guys, let's everyone pitch in and win the war first. We'll win the war and then we ban slavery. Let's do it. We are in a surplus because the private sector is building. I mean, as long as they don't stop. Private, yeah. Private sector. Okay, they do have another building queued up, so that's good. So we have the money. We have the money for this war. Now, when it breaks out, the thing is, when the war breaks out, we do have a stronger navy. But when the war breaks out, we're going to be cut off from many of the resources that we have. For example, iron. We have egalitarianism. Kind of wish I had that water tube boiler right now. Yeah, I wish I had it. The condensing. Sorry, I always say condensing engine pump. That is what we really need. But hey, I mean, it's gonna be painful. What can I say? Okay, let's have a look at this now. Having a illegitimate government on top of... Oof, rough. Oof, okay, let's just... no, I mean, exit reform. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. I mean, we do want to ban slave trade. Yes, we do. 33% petit bourgeoisie plus the movement. Oh, man, if we included intelligentsia here, we'd have 40% to ban. But the thing is, if we do it now, it's just not the time. It's just not the time, unfortunately. I'm not going to do anything. I don't want to include intelligentsia. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. To be honest, I'm going to stop. It didn't really do anything for us to bolster these guys. Let's instead bolster petite bourgeoisie. Let's instead do that. I think that will be more use. Yeah, we can't. I don't want to include intelligentsia. I don't want that government ideology penalty. We can't afford disunity right now. Right? I mean, it's a critical time for our nation. Oh, we have 46. So what are they? 53 now. Ooh, they built up their navy. They have built up their navy. 800. We're still stronger. The good thing, nobody. Yeah, just the Philippines supporting them. Okay, it's good. It's good. Okay. Let's pause. Everyone has declared neutrality. Defender. Philippines and Spain. Okay, it's just us against them. It's all good. So good. Oh no, actually, yeah, so Spain. Yeah. Oh, it's all good. To arms. Okay, we will get to arms. Now we will deploy to Sea Node. To the Caribbean Sea. And we'll give our general's order for coordinated interception. Whoa. We can raid convoys as well while we're standing there. I think there will be some Spanish convoys passing through here. Inflict some war exhaustion on them. And that is how naval warfare works, guys. So we have Navy station now HQ, much like the army. Right? They have station in HQ. That just depends where they are stationed and how far they have to sail to whichever node you can deploy them to. You can then have deploy to C node. You deploy them to a specific C node. And in that C node, they carry out certain operations. And those are really interception, i.e. seek out and destroy any enemy vessels. Coordinated interception is just a kind of a better version, so to speak, which gives 20% Navy offense. That just depends on the commander. But it's a sort of a sub-type of an order of interception. There is also the base order of raid convoys, Reduce the strength of an enemy supply network by raiding their convoys. Plus 30% Admiral convoys raiding efficiency. So we can do that, and you will see these messages pop up as we just seek out and destroy enemy convoys. And there's also escort convoys, i.e. protect shipping lanes against convoy raiders, right? 20% Admiral convoys protection. Later on, you have your submarines, so you have the dedicated ship types to convoy raiding, and just like frigates for us also have a plus 50% convoy raiding efficiency. So you can kind of be with two navies in the same node, but as long as you tell them to, for example, raid convoys as opposed to fight the enemy navy, they will try to avoid them, and instead to avoid them and try to raid convoys. And you can then escort your convoys instead, protect convoys, or try to still intercept and find them and kill them. Now, we've been cut off from the Spanish market, which is not great. We got no clippers. Oh man, do we have no clippers? Do we have like none? Oh, that is... Oof, that is a little bit painful. Fine, well, we'll deal with that. Too late now. Silk, we've been cut off from silk, and to be honest, we kind of will be cut off from silk for a while, so we might as well just prioritize clothing, rely on our own fabric. Sugar to the Prussian market doesn't really work. Okay, well, I think we can leave these on. Like, we can't really start any new trade routes when they're inactive. That means they will reactivate when they're able to. This probably means basically because we've been blocked one way or another by Spain. Okay, luxury clothes. Okay, exporting. Okay, we can forget about that since we're not part of the Spanish market anymore. We're not even producing any luxury clothes, so we can forget about that trade route. Okay, now naval invasion in Cuba. There, you're currently being naval invaded by Spain in Cuba. You could send additional fleets to Sea Node in Caribbean Sea. This is the Caribbean Sea Node. Right? As long as we have a presence there in our fleet, the naval invasion cannot proceed. Right? And if we beat them, they'll have to retreat from here. Companies, we can't establish any. Government, we don't care about. Their exhaustion is falling faster than ours because we are in control of the kind of the goal. Right? We are maintaining our independence. Now I'm going to click on this guy and just put him back to interception. Right? Let's see. So they will come to. They have to secure the Sea Node first, and then they'll be able to land their forces. We're obviously chewing through our gold reserves, but hang on. Spanish naval invasion has launched it. So they have launched naval invasion, right? If we click on the Sea Node, we should be able to see in navies. Here it is, contested landing progress, right? Failed Cuban attack in the Sea Node. So we have terrain ocean. This battle between Cuba and Spain ended inconclusively. Battle lasted for 1 day. That was kind of a fluke. Active naval battles. There we are. Cuba versus Spain. Okay, we're pushing them. We're ramming. Got the ramming maneuver. Who is it? Admiral Romas Cabral. Commanding. The commander has decided to attempt ramming the enemy. A dangerous but potentially decisive maneuver. 40% kill rate, 20% morale loss, 30% casualties. Dearie. And this guy, we're just ramming each other both. Crikey. Advancing, defending. Boom. Failed attack, failed defense. In conclusion, yeah, well, obviously. Guys, can we be a bit smarter than that? Let's try Admiral Juan de la Rosa. Poor visibility, unfortunately. Due to the environment, weather conditions, and positioning, this side has a bad view of the enemy. And he has also poor visibility. Okay, that's good. Can't see anything. Now, we did bring here 20 flotillas. They brought 17, so at least we outnumber them. We do have better offense, yeah, because we have more man of wars. I mean, we came to play. We built ships to fight. Go ahead. Have this up. Okay, again ended inconclusively. Another naval battle here. And we keep holding. We're holding our ground. Okay, let's go ahead and free up some convoys, if there are any. We need all the convoys we can to maintain supply lines. Boom. Another battle. So let's click on the C node. Another battle here against strong winds. Blunder. Oh, come on, Romas. The commander has made a grave strategic mistake, completely misjudging the enemy. Oh, whereas while this guy was ramming us. Not great, not great. Our morale is 70%, their morale is 75%. Oh, rough. This is rough. Okay, we are winning. But seriously, Romas. Like, which one is the good guy? Yeah, Romas Cabral is the useless one. It's that Juan Dolorosa is our hope, because he's got the coordinated attack. This guy was only here to, like, he's a dockyard organizer. I'm no surprise there. Okay, just stick to the supply lines. Okay. Stick to... No. We gotta win this. We have to win this. Get in there. Panicked retreat. Controlled retreat. Come on, get in there. Smash them. Here we are. Barely winning. They do have 27 battalions ready to pounce at our little paradise. Successful attack. Excellent. Here we are doing better overall. Okay, another battle ensues. Ramming maneuver. Okay, again, these guys. Admiral Juan de la Rosa. Well, at least this guy executed on it. Okay, our war exhaustion is about the same, so we need to, like, win. We need to win some battles. Oh, and I think we have. Yeah, they're retreating. That's it. Okay, they're coming back. Coming back for more here, together with their 27. No, actually, they're not coming back for more. They're just sailing. Okay. In that case, we're going to redeploy. Follow them. Are they sailing to Puerto Rico? Probably are. Let's go ahead and raid convoys. Right? Because they probably get supplied from the Eastern Caribbean Sea. We're going to raid convoys and try to inflict as much war exhaustion on them as we can. Peace between Great Britain and Mewar. Don't care. Oh, hang on. So as long as there is no sign... Okay, the Navy has actually sailed away. Very interesting. Oh, no, hang on. Hang on. Are they? What's going on? Are they coming back? No, wait. The army is sailing away. Okay, deploy to C node. Right. Oh, wait. Raid convoys. So back to raiding convoys. Not sure what's going on, but it seems like they've given up, if I'm honest. Oh, our war exhaustion is lower than theirs, though. That is a bit of an issue. There's a little bit of an issue. 31 enemy convoys sunk. Oof, that is not good. Why is our war exhaustion falling? I mean, they're spending more on this war. 3 days minus 2. Minus 1.6 enemy controls. 16.6k. We suffered a lot of casualties, unfortunately. No, surely they must lose their war exhaustion faster. We're sinking their convoys. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Even though we won, our war exhaustion is falling faster. Because we suffered casualties. Really? No, come on. That cannot be. Cannot be. This is... Okay, hang on a second. Hang on a second, guys. Well, actually, we're coming up on the hour, so I'm going to pause here, and we'll try to figure out the next episode as to how we turn this around, because we are actually winning, but paradoxically, we are losing. I'll leave you here, guys, though. Let's make a cut, otherwise it's going to take too long. So thanks a lot for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye for now.